Welcome back to our channel, 34 Caribbean Culture, and today we're gonna do my hubby's pineapple upside down cake to celebrate that big 5-1. Okay, so let's jump right in. I start off with a cast iron pan, big old trusty, heavy cast iron pan, and this is just the first part of it. I do it first so that it could cool enough for us to go ahead and work with the cake in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my oven on to preheat at 320. And we're gonna go about browning some sugar using a little butter. Grab another spatula. And we're going to use just a little bit of butter, not too much. I would say about a tablespoon of butter. We're going to get that melted in that pan. Okay, and as that's melting, I'm gonna add like a quarter cup of, an eighth cup is what this is, but it's gonna end up being a quarter cup of sugar in here. Start off with a little bit. If you need to add more, absolutely add more. I would add the equivalent of another tablespoon of butter. And let that work in there. And the idea is to keep moving this sugar around because we don't want it to burn. Because what we're making is like a glaze. And we're gonna add a little bit more sugar. Roughly a third of a cup. Roughly. I wasn't great at fraction. Okay. And it's becoming nice and thick and bubbly. And we just want the grains to melt in there. So I'm still hearing some grains of sugar in there. We don't want this to burn, but we just keep that Okay. Okay, and I'll take this off of the heat, and I'll take the pineapples that I've already taken out of the can, and I'm gonna spoon them into there. No, I'm not gonna dump them all in. I'm gonna spoon them in there. And you can use rings. Most people use rings, but we're using chunks because that's what my husband prefers. And it tastes cake. He can do what he wants. Okay. Spread them all out. Now you gotta use a ruler, but try to be as even as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And I'm just gonna let this sit there for a little while we go about making the cake. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a half cup of sugar. Which is 4 of these 8. Okay. Then we're gonna go in with a half cup of butter. And yes, this butter is cold, unlike last time when I wanted you to have a room temperature butter, softened butter. This time it's cold, and yes, that's fine. And then I'm gonna add 4 eggs. This time, I'm not pulling out the stand mixer because the colder butter is better with my hand mixer, where we can get it, where we can get it nice and creamed. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add my almond emulsion. About a teaspoon. I'm gonna add a little vanilla essence. About a teaspoon and a half. I'm gonna get them all mixed in. The one thing I like about using my hand mixer to cream is that I have a better feeling as to when the grains of sugar is blended in with the rest of the mix. Okay. Go ahead, spend your money on the cake flour. Get the cake flour. Use cake flour. You get better results with the cake flour. So what I have over here is 5 cups of cake flour. Okay. Sift it if you want to, if that works for you. I like to take it out, just run my whisk through it, and I'm good to go. So with that, I'm going to sprinkle a pinch of salt. In there, and then baking powder, and I'm going to put in about 2 teaspoons of that. Yes, it's more than the other one, and that's fine. And this is because we're also using pineapple juice and not just the milk, so there's a imbalance of fats versus sugar. Okay. Now, I always say butter is for flavor, oil is for moistness. So, I'm gonna have a 1/4 cup of oil to our mixture, liquid mixture. We know that's not the last about our moisture that we're gonna do. Okay, so we have the baking powder, we've got the pinch of salt, and we've got the flour. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna combine our creamed ingredients. So I'm mad at myself.
Pause.
Okay, so now we're gonna mix. We're gonna just start mixing with the hand whisk, and eventually we're gonna move over to the hand mixer. But I just want to combine these without it splashing up. Okay. Now, we're going to use this is where pineapple flavor is going to come from. I'm going to use the juice from the can of pineapples that you open up, so be sure to separate them. That gives you roughly 4 ounces of liquid. That smells so good. This, we're using the Black Label. Is it Del Monte?
I don't know. I know it's Black Label, the symbols I got.
Yeah. And then we're gonna add 4 ounces at a time of the whole milk. Yes, my favorite cup because I like the deep. But there you go. I'm gonna have a really smooth, and this is why I say get the cake flour, because the cake flour, I mean, definitely you can get it with anyone, but there's a different consistency you get with cake flour. Look at that. It's just, it's different. Try it with all-purpose flour. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'll add another 4 ounces, maybe 6. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna add the secret ingredient. I always add it to my cakes because it keeps it moist. Unless y'all just want a dry fruit cake type cake, but I love this. This is the Jello pudding, and I just put in roughly about 2 tablespoons to the cake mix, and mix it all in there. And this helps the cake to retain moisture, because most of the time you're not going to eat the cake in one sitting. I know some of us can, but we're not going to eat the cake in one sitting. And I am a big fan of, if you're going to give it to somebody to eat, you should know what it tastes like. So I'm going to taste. I'm going to use one of my chopsticks just to taste what that makes. And I'm not saying consume raw eggs. I'm just saying taste what you're putting out there. Yes, it's so good. Okay, let's make sure we're completely combined. Give it one more go round. We want our cake to be able to come out of here. And the bottom part of the pan has the butter and sugar. And then we're gonna just take and we're gonna slide some butter around the rim. Well, not quite the rim, the sides of the pan. Okay, and then we're gonna take our sweet, smooth batter and we're gonna pour it right here. I don't care. Since I was a kid, my mom always let us lick the cake pan and my kids lick it. So yes, we're fully aware of the warnings about consuming raw, undercooked stuff, but we're gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Okay, and now that that is completely, give it a few seconds, let it all, make sure that it's nice and even. And then we're gonna put it in the oven. Catch you on the next side. Okay, so our cake came out perfect. Had we put more in there, would have gone over. So the guide is halfway so that they have space to rise. Okay, so grab a plate because this is bigger than my average cakes. So I'm gonna use a plate instead, and we're gonna lay it on there. Because hey, it's hot, so please, please, please be careful.
You want the thing?
What? No, I'm good. So, here's my one thumb. You know what? I'm gonna do it this way. Safer. Ooh. And we try to take it out right away, which isn't always conducive to cakes, but we try to take it out right away so that the sugar doesn't crystallize and sit in the pan and make the cake live there. Okay?
We ain't gonna live there.
So a little piece came off the side. And we have a little pineapple stuck in there. Please, please be cautious.
It's called a snack.
Please be cautious because hot sugar, hot glaze is really, really terrible if you get it on your skin. Want to taste, babe?
Ain't not that sweet.
Of course not. We have to be aware of the sweet for you. Because you sweet. Okay.
Hit bars.
Do you want to make a little glaze for it?
No.
That's where the excess cake batter went to, our mini buns. Whatever. I wasn't in competition for you, but if we need a competition and let the people vote, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna lose, but
baby, we gonna eat it. We the winners. Okay. So, you guys, I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna enjoy this when we celebrate his birthday tomorrow. And I thank you guys for coming here, staying. Please like, comment, share, follow. And thank you for coming. It's so fluffy. It's so soft. Okay. And moist.